What is Chianti? That is a question that we probably don't get asked often enough. I think there's a lot of misconceptions about what Chianti is, so please stick around today, check out this video, and learn a little bit more about what Chianti is. But before you do that, please take a second to hit that like and subscribe button on our channel to help grow and help share more wine and alcohol fun. Hi, I'm Tim from Elma Wine and Liquor. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel today, where I'm going to dive into the question of what is Chianti. So, right out of the gate, I've talked to a lot of people that think they know what Chianti is, that are pleasantly surprised, or maybe not so pleasantly surprised, when I tell them that Chianti is not the name of a grape. That is one of the biggest misconceptions out there. There is no grape called Chianti. Chianti is the name of a region within Tuscany, Italy, that is known for making a particular style of wine. As with a lot of regions in Europe, wine is traditionally named for the region that it came from, not the particular grapes. Now within that region, usually we're using very particular grapes. For example, Chianti wine is almost always made with Sangiovese grapes. Sangiovese is a light, lean, acidic, high tannin grape that makes it amazingly well paired with food. Italians love to eat, they love to drink wine. The two of these go together very well. Not like some of the more US based wines where it's more driven to be consumed without food. The high acidity, high tannin of the Sangiovese grape makes it go very well with food. So Chianti, small region within Italy, within the Tuscany region, that produces wine. So the grapes have to be grown in this certain area to be called Chianti. Chianti comes with different designations or different levels. So at its very basic level, just a Chianti is kind of an entry level Chianti. It doesn't have to be aged for any certain period of time. It can be made with Sangiovese grapes. Sometimes with Chianti in general, a lot of them are pure 100% Sangiovese, but some of the winemakers will blend in a little Caniolo or Cabernet Sauvignon or Merlot. So basic Chianti, just introductory level, it will just say the word Chianti on the label. The next level up is Chianti Superior. This is aged for at least 1 year in oak barrels before being bottled. That oak aging will help bring out some of the fresh, will kind of bring out some fresher flavors. It will add a little bit of more complexity to it, and it will help soften those tannins so it's a little bit less harsh on the palate. Just kind of makes it a little bit richer, more well-rounded. So that's Chianti Superior, aged for 1 year in oak barrels. The next level up of Chianti, so it's 3 different levels: Chianti, Chianti Superior, and then Chianti Reserva. You will see that somewhere on the label, right in front of me, that indicates that this spent at least 2 years in oak barrels before being bottled. That oak aging will help really soften those tannins, help the flavors become more well integrated with each other into the bottle, kind of mellow out that acidity a little bit, and just make it a more well-rounded bottle of wine. That is the Chianti Reserva. 3 levels in the basic Chianti. Then we're going to jump over to something a little bit more specific about the Chianti region, which is called Chianti Classico. So Chianti Classico is the original geographic region of what could be called Chianti. At some point, they expanded those borders. They drew a bigger circle around what area could be producing Chianti, but the original area is called Chianti Classico. That means that the grapes come from this very narrow area, and on a true Chianti Classico, you will always see a black rooster. That is the symbol of Chianti Classico. And Chianti Classico can also come in those 3 designations of Chianti Classico Superior, Chianti Classico Reserva, which means the same thing, 1 year in barrels, 2 years in barrel. So this is a Chianti Classico Reserva. It will say it, again, right on the label. Spends at least 2 years in oak barrels and came from within those classic borders of what is known as the Chianti region. Chianti Classicos can also come in one further designation called Gran Selezione, which is at least 2.5 years in oak barrels, which again just really deepens those flavor integrations, mellows out those tannins even more, makes it for a little bit heartier with that oak influence, and softer, easier finish on the back end. So Chianti, not a grape, a region in Tuscany that is known for producing wines made with Sangiovese grapes. It can come in 3 levels at the basic entry: Chianti, Chianti Superior, Chianti Reserva. And then in the Chianti Classico section, we have the Chianti Classico, Chianti Classico Superior, Chianti Classico Reserva, and the Chianti Classico Gran Selezione. Hope that breaks it down for you, makes it more understandable, and gives you a little bit more knowledge about what Chianti is. Really love to hear your further questions on Chianti or Tuscany or any other topics on wine that you are interested in. If you found this video useful, really appreciate you hitting that like button, share this with a friend, subscribe to our channel, and please leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you about what you liked or didn't like about the video, or what other topics you want to hear about. Thanks for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you again soon.